Alright, this bed, today's the first day of spring, March 20th. I needed to start this sooner, but it didn't happen. Trying not to be so regimented, or I know there's a right way to do things, but I don't think the right way is as concrete. You know, do what you can as you can do it. If you can do it on schedule, great. And there's always another frost after spring here. Nothing too harsh, but if I have to, I can just cover up the few beds that I've been working on. This one I planted with the mixture of a bunch of salad greens. The seeds were already mixed, they were given to me, and I also had soaked some blue corn. It was popcorn actually that I bought home, and I soaked them and I planted them in the front of this bed, hoping that it'll offer some shade to the lettuce plants later, because it does get hot here. And if that, if it's too much shade, I can pull them out, no big deal. Just experimenting. That bed I did over a month ago. Just had it cleaned out and planted these. I bought a bushel box and cooked some up and ate and used some in salads, but they've already, look at that, kind of neat. But I would like to learn. I'm pretty sure these are edible. I need to ask my mom about it. There's a Korean dish that she makes with those, and these are lamb's quarters. This I don't know if it's edible or not. And I think these are bitter chamber, which is also medicinal. So I'm trying to learn all these things. Brain's getting cramped. But you can see how bad these 5 beds are, very overgrown. And I think what I'm going to do is have my son just pile on horse manure, because you can see how much initially 2 years ago when I did these beds, they were all the way to the top, and you see they've gone down 4-5 inches in places. So I'm going to just have him mound up some horse manure and just cover that up. No tilling, no redoing the beds. I'll just clean out the things that I need, the cages and such, but otherwise I'm just going to mound these up and do a no-till method. And some peas and cucumbers, I think, on the back ones. The buckets all have to be emptied. That one I've got some corn and beans going in, and I left the dandelion. I plan on making some salad with that. This one's the only one I completely redid. I had my son dig everything up, cleaned up underneath, got all the briar out of it, and even stapled some weed fabric underneath, weed blocking fabric. And I plant, about a week ago, I had my grandkids help me plant some peas, and then where those sticks are, I planted Brussels sprouts, and then the row in front of that is fennel, and then kohlrabi in the front. Just the seeds are old, so I overplanted, thinking that most of them aren't going to germinate. My old herb bed, I did have stevia in the back. That's all long gone. I did have stevia before in another location that came back year after year after year, and these didn't come back. So I don't know what's done differently, but I'll try again. The parsley, volunteering. This is Greek oregano, and it is spreading just fine. My sage plant. This one, that's sage. And it's this, I had 3 big rooted ones here, and I kind of cleaned them out as well as I could. This one seems to be doing fine. Some thyme. I'm going to plant some more. I'm also going to top coat this with a lot of horse manure. I'm hesitant because, like, the parsley we would eat raw. I don't want manure, a chance of E. coli getting on to something we're not going to cook. If it's going to be cooked, I'm not worried about it. It can get manure all over it because it'll be washed and cooked. But this, if it's going to be raw, I try to be very mindful of that, so I either I'm going to transplant that or do a different method here, or make sure the manure is composted well. And same thing here. This rosemary survived. Lemon balm. And that's lemon thyme over there. But everything else is weeds. So, got it started. Oh, other survivor. My horseradish, which I need for Passover, so that's good. I'm going to dig some up this next day or so. And fire ants are in here. See them coming up? See, they. Ooh. So that's going to be a dangerous task, I think.